So it's been about 1.5 weeks since I started game dev, and unlike my other video where I followed a tutorial on how to make a game called Delivery Dash, this game, no, we're doing it without a tutorial. So where do we begin? How do we take on this endeavor of making a game that's not that great, but at least it gets the point across if I can make a game? First thing is first, we're going to decide what game are we going to make, what things do we need in the game, and what are the scripts that are going to be needed to make the game. First things first, what game? Well, we don't want to pick an overly complex game here. We're not making the next 2D platformer game to sell on Steam. Nope, that's not our goal. Our goal is just to make a simple, easy game, get our feet wet in Unity, and say we made a game without watching a tutorial. That game I decided to make was a game similar to Ball Breaker. I think that was the name. Well, I guess it was similar to a game called Breakout, not Ball Breaker. That's a whole nother game itself. I just Googled it. But a game similar to one we're watching right here. Maybe not as advanced and technical with what's going on, but something similar, just the bare bones, the bare basics. But yeah, that's what we're going to create. I looked at this game and I was like, I could break this down. All I need is some wall. All I need is a platform. All I need is a ball, and the ball to hit the bricks and come off. Seems easy enough. So I got started. So the first issue I had when I got the walls up and I got the ball and I added a rigid body to the platform as well as a collider 2D, and I added a collider 2D to the outsides of the wall. The first issue I had when I started playing this, and I didn't obviously foresee this happening, is when I got the script all typed up for the ball movement and everything, boom, the actual platform would start spinning, as you can see. And actually, that is actually an easy fix. Rigid body 2D. We'll just throw it on here for real quick here. But if you come down and you have your body type, for that says what's going on is basically that ball is reacting to gravity and the collider is acting. So it's very dynamic. It's reacting to the ball's mass and everything like that. But if you change it to kinetic, it'll actually not react to gravity, and it'll keep it kinetic and not move. Well, the first thing I did is I had to get the platform to go on the x-axis from left to right, and that wasn't the problem. The script was the easiest thing. Then we ran into the problem right here. As you can see, the ball would actually just hit the platform and go on the x-axis. So I actually had to go in and fix that as well. But when going through these problems and stuff and the issues that I had, I didn't just use obviously a tutorial or anything of that sort. I actually ended up using a lot of chat GPT and finding what the issue is, and not only just finding what the issue is by typing in my issue, but understanding what the fix is and actually understand what the fix is and understand how and why that fix is the fix. So basically just trying to understand what I'm typing, what code am I typing as I'm going along and learning this. Okay, so the next thing we did after we got the X and the Y axis working and the ball moving correctly, we added some bricks to simulate the bricks that we're gonna break. We added colliders to those bricks, and then we added another script for the bricks to where they can break once it collides with the ball. So we made the collider a trigger and then a destroy object, and I'll show you that script here in a second. That was pretty easy. And then we noticed this. After we got that set up, and it took me, I think it was a couple plays, and I started realizing after I played the game, the ball would come back down and actually push the platform down. And I really didn't catch this at first because I was playing the game quickly, but I really noticed that I think it was after like the third or second try, I added a sprite over the platform, and I changed that earlier. Then I was like, wait a minute, this platform is going down. So what was the fix? Let me show you. Okay, so keep in mind, I'm not an expert at this, guys. I'm still learning coding and why this code works and this code works and stuff like that. So basically the fix, from what I understand, and this actually did help, is in your platforms, the fix update method, we forced the velocity on the y-axis to be exactly 0. And that's highlighted right here. If you can see that, it's 0f on the y-axis coming down. And so we put RB, and that's the rigid body, type the linear velocity, which is the code that obviously is built in. And then we put it as a new vector and a new move input of x times speed, and then a y movement of 0. So no matter how much force goes down on the y-axis onto that platform, it will not react to any of the gravity, or it won't react to the kinetic force of the ball hitting the platform. And I think that explains it the best I can. So yeah, I got that fixed.
Actually, this was a little bit out of order, but I forgot to put in the video at the beginning, even before I had the issues with the platform going down, or the platform was spinning when the ball got hit. The very first kind of issue I had was the platform was actually moving outside of the x negative and positive transforms. So I thought at first the easy fix would be to put a collider on the walls, and I tried that, and that didn't work, because then when the platform hit the wall with the collider, the wall would just collapse. So obviously that took me a little bit deeper, how to dig into deeper, figure out, okay, this is definitely got to be a scripting. So I actually went in here, I found the script, and I asked why, and I asked what the what is the fix for this issue, and I came up with, it's actually called a clamping technique. That's what it's called for the script. So I'm still a little new to this as well too. I've never really used this code before, but it's basically it's a built-in math f.clamp value with a minimum and a maximum value, and you're going to punch this in as a float underneath your fixed update, and then you're going to add the float clamp x equals math.clamp transform dot x minus x boundary, and then minus x boundary, and then the x boundary. So basically that means that when you move the paddle to the left or to the right, that math is going to calculate whether or not that platform is going to the negative, which is left, to the limit, or to the right limit, which is x.
So with that problem resolved, I went ahead and added some sprites, some simple sprite sheet for the platform. I made a background, I added a background, and made the sprites colored, and everything was pretty much done. And I did run into one problem. I noticed when I was playing the game, when the ball would hit one of the red bricks, all the bricks would disappear. And then I figured out the reason why is because in my hierarchy, I had to clean up the hierarchy. I had one brick as the parent, and then I put all the bricks underneath there to create a clean hierarchy. And I just took all the bricks out of the hierarchy, the parent-child relationship, and then the brick, obviously that problem went away. And then I decided, after thinking about it, I was like, how could I have resolved that? Like, if I wanted a cleaner UI or a cleaner hierarchy, I guess I could have just taken the collider off of that brick and then just clicked off the hierarchy, not the hierarchy, but in the inspector, just, uncheck it so it's not visible and still have the hierarchy. And then I think that would have taken care of the problem. But Other than that, I decided to add one more thing to the game. I decided to add a start screen because I haven't touched any of that. So I went through that process. That was somewhat pretty easy process. Involved in creating another scene and then learning that you have different scenes that you could switch through, and then you had to write a quick little script for the scene, and then add a Text Mesh Pro for the start buttons. And then I made a quick logo and I named the game Boink. So I made a little logo. I learned how to do a little bit of animation on the logo, and I have a start screen. And then other than that, it was pretty much it. I mean, I could have added more to this, but I just wanted to make it just this, make it simple. First finish, kind of, I wouldn't really call it a finish game, but it's something. And that was my process for making this. So I hope this wasn't really an informative learning, but a little bit of learning experience for myself and hopefully for you who are watching this. I truly do appreciate it. If you want to see a simple 2D script, go ahead and look at this video that I had made, the last video. But other than that, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing. I know we're still new to game dev and the game dev community, but it'd be much appreciated. And other than that, game devs, have fun out there. Follow along me this journey of creating games and learning coding here in C# and Unity. And I hope you all have a great day. Until we see you in the next video, keep gaming, keep deving, and we'll see you. Bye.